Hello YouTube, this is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another Hearthstone match. I think I'm going to give the old Randuin Wrynn deck one more try, and if I get stomped like last time I might reconsider for my next one, but if I win or it's close then I think I'll bring it back. Just while we get started, just remember that this deck is built around the concept of RNG, which is Random Number Generator. It just means that a lot of the cards are based on random luck. Kill a card, it affects a random minion. Put a card out, it affects a random enemy minion. Just different effects that are entirely random and kind of make this deck really fun even if you're losing. So we'll get this started, coming up against Kazsev, the Paladin. Now you'll see I'm level 20. The new season has just started here for Hearthstone. There are just set times where you can do the ladder and just compete against other people on a very competitive basis and try to move up. If you win more than you lose, you'll move up the ladder. If you lose more than you win, you'll move down. And so at this point, the ladder is new. So there are a lot of people just trying to get back up that ladder. A lot of good people at the bottom, a lot of bad people at the bottom. It'll even out over the next couple weeks or so, but for now it's pretty even. So we're going to get rid of these high mana cards like we talked about last time. Keep the 1 mana Mind Vision, which is a really good opening card for me, just because being able to steal something that the Paladin has in his hand can be really easy, really useful for me early on in the game. So in the place of the 8 and 10 mana, I get a 6 mana Mecha Torque, which we explained last time. Summons an awesome random invention. And a Thought Steal, which is pretty handy. Again, just taking copies of cards from the opponent's deck. So he'll run the Mind Vision, and we get back the coin. The coin is something that the player who goes second gets in every match. Because they go second, they have a distinct disadvantage. Blizzard seeks to rectify that by giving them this card, which allows them to gain 1 extra mana crystal on a turn. So this time, he only has 1 mana, but he uses the coin. Now he has 2. Now he can put out a 2 mana crystal on his first turn, and that turns out to be a Knife Juggler, which is a pretty good card if you have a lot of low mana minions that you can put down. His power is that after you summon a minion, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. So he'd be right at home in my deck. I'm not sure if I run him or not, I can't remember. But what I'm going to do, I mean honestly I don't have many options. The Mind Control tech again is only good if the enemy has 4 or more minions. The Thought Steal is not super handy at this point. So we'll just give a little friendly heal and end the turn. Now the Knife Juggler is going to be able to hit me for 3, and depending on if the Paladin can get another minion out, an extra 1 on top of that. So we'll see what he does. Yep, gets a Worgen Infiltrator out. Now the reason he's all smoky here is he has an effect called Stealth. Now what Stealth means is that he can't be targeted by me or any of my spells or any of the Paladin spells either. He's just hidden until he decides to attack, at which point the Stealth wears off and he's targetable by everything again. So I think this turn what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out my Northshire Cleric, whose power is whenever a minion is healed, draw a card, and coin, and then put out my Dark Cultist. If you remember him from the last game, his death rattle is that he gives random friendly minion 3 health. So now the Paladin has to decide, does he want to get rid of my Cleric by hitting with the Knife Juggler, or try to get rid of the Dark Cultist by attacking here and attacking here. Yep, he decided to go for the Knife Juggler, go for the Cleric, leaving the Knife Juggler with 1 health. He also put out a Sword of Justice. Now what that is whenever the Paladin summons a minion, it gives it +1 attack and +1 health. And the Sword of Justice loses 1 durability. So it's really good early game. If you have a lot of low-cost minions you can get out on the board, this will buff them up and make them stronger than they usually are. So what I'm going to do is put out the Northshire Cleric. I am going to choose to get rid of the Knife Juggler and then heal up my Dark Cultist here, which means I draw a card because of the Cleric, and I'll end my turn. So I drew a Shadow Word Death, which is good against big minions that have attack of 5 or more. I'm not sure the Paladin has many of those, considering how many low mana cost, low attack cards he's been playing, but he chose to get rid of the Worgen Infiltrator and hits with the Sword of Justice. That's something you can also do with the sword. It's not just a passive weapon that gives buffs to minions. It can also be used to attack it's only 1 damage, but it can be useful, as you see there. So he chose to sacrifice 1 option to buff a minion that he places down in exchange for getting rid of my Dark Cultist, who gives an extra 3 health to my Northshire Cleric. So what we're going to do, I think, is destroy... Yep, destroy the Harvest Golem. Oh, and he gets buffed up by the Sword of Justice. I'm not actually sure if I knew that would happen. So that makes it a little more interesting. I was going to kill the damaged golem. It only has 1 health, and my Northshire Cleric has 1 attack. But I'll go ahead and still hit it once, and heal up my Cleric, draw another card, and end my turn. And this is the Kazsev Mystic. Remember, what she does is takes control of a random enemy secret when she comes out. This Paladin could have secrets that are available to the Paladin class. But this guy seems to be more interested in just having low-cost minions and not worrying so much about the secrets. Now this guy is the Argent Protector, and what he does when he comes out is he gives a friendly unit that he chooses a Divine Shield. Now this is just this glowy bubble here. What that means is the first time he gets hit by anything, it doesn't do any damage to him, and the shield goes away. So effectively, I can hit him here, he won't die, he'll still do 3 damage to me, and it'll take 1 more hit to get rid of him. So that's kind of frustrating. What I think I will do is use this newly selected Mind Games to put a random copy of a minion, which gives my Northshire Cleric 1 attack, because this raid leader gives other minions an extra +1 attack. So I think what I'll try to do... let's go ahead and hit that shield, and then heal up, and draw another card, and end my turn because I'm out of mana. This drew a Power Word Shield, which is a 1 mana cost card that gives a minion +2 health and draws another card. So it's pretty powerful, especially early in the game, to give your low cost, your low mana, low attack units some extra health. And now the Paladin chooses to attack and clear the board. This means I have nothing on my side of the board. But now you'll notice there are 5 minions over there. So I think what I'm going to do is using my Mind Control tech to take control of one of them. Oh, and I did get the 3/2 Shattered Sun Cleric, which is pretty good. And then I think I will go ahead and, yeah, I'll give my Mind Control tech 2 health, making him a little bit more difficult to kill. Heal myself up, because at 18 health I'm not feeling particularly comfortable, especially with 3 attack, 3 attack, 4 attack, 1 attack on the other side there. So we'll end my turn, see if he chooses to just go right for my face, or if he wants to clear the board again, which he can do, but at the cost of some of his minions, it looks like. If the Argent Protector attacks into either of these guys, he will die because he only has 3 health left over. The damaged golem will also die with 1 health, and so will the Harvest Golem. So we'll see what the Paladin decides to do. He's in a pretty comfortable position. He's got more minions out than I do. He has a 7 health lead. I'm not feeling too comfortable, but if he puts down a large attack minion, I can kill it with Shadow Word Death. Although, again, I'm not sure he has those in his deck. He throws out a Blessing of Kings, which gives a minion 4 attack and 4 health, making this Silverhand Recruit from a 1/1 weakling into a very powerful 5/5 unit. He does choose to clear the board, and with his remaining units goes right for my face. Not feeling good, again, here. And so, what I can do, the Holy Nova deals 2 damage to all enemies, restores 2 health to all friendly characters. I don't have many friendly characters out right now. It will heal me for 2, and it will kill both this Silverhand Recruit and this Silverhand Recruit and the Harvest Golem, although it will respawn with a 2/1 damaged Golem when it dies. So still have some damage out on the board there. Tell you what, let's do a quick Thought Steal. See if we get anything we want. Oh, got a secret, which means he does have secrets in this deck. Might be able to steal it later on if I'm still alive. I think my only choice is to run the Holy Nova. He still has 6 damage on the board, but I have 15 health. You know, so he can take me down to 9, but not much farther than that, unless he has some minions that can attack immediately upon being played, which means they have charge, or plays a weapon, the True Silver Champion. which does 4 damage to an enemy and also restores 2 health to the Paladin, so that's pretty good. Oh, and a Divine Favor, which is draw as many cards, draw cards until you have as many as your opponent. I have a lot of cards in my hand, which means he just drew like 5 or 6, which is really strong. Oh, comes in here again, does the attack for 4 damage. I have 5 health left. I feel like the only thing that can save me is a Holy Nova, which I don't get. Possibly I can Thought Steal a Consecration. No, which is something that the Paladin has. It does 2 damage to all enemy minions, but nope. I don't get one of those. The Shadow Word Pain can get rid of this damaged golem, but that 4 attack Argent Protector plus the attack from the True Silver Champion is enough to kill me. I don't have anything that can stop the attack. I'm just going to play my Giblin Mechatork and wait for him to kill me. Now, this is an interesting stage in the game, and when your opponent can clearly just kill you immediately with no trouble. Either they can do that, give you a swift death, or else they can take their time, they can play some extra minions, they can do some spells that are unnecessary, and just, you know, try to make it seem like they've got you on the ropes, just making sure that you know that they can kill you. So, yep. So he clears that card for no reason. It's my Mechatork with a Hammer of Wrath for 3 damage, not even killing it. Oh, another one, this time killing it. Effective. Draw some cards, and then hits my face for the final coup de grace. So, 27 health to 0, that was a pretty big stomping. I'm not sure if I would want to run this deck next time, but why don't you let me know in the comments if this is something you want to see again. And if I get enough support, I might run it 2 or 3 more times, but if not, I might retire it and try something that's a little more viable at this stage in the game. Either way, thanks for watching. This is FalconPaladin with another Hearthstone match. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you next time.